So I'm in Worthing today and I'm going in here, and boy, you do not want to miss this video. Joe, what's been happening here recently at Roscomac? I mean, lots of change.
Well, the last 18 months have been absolutely mad. COVID hit us, obviously, 18 months ago. The aerospace work literally dropped like a stone overnight. And then within a couple of weeks, the medical side of the business just went through the roof.
So has there been a net gain for you when it comes to the level of business now going through the company?
Yeah, certainly the last 18 months, it's gone up by, must be £2.5 million. So we had to transition an awful lot of work from the aerospace work onto medical.
And now the investment you've been making, one of the investments is clear here behind you, has been in automation solutions, hasn't it, from Whitehouse Machine Tools. Why have you gone down this path?
Well, we've always had some automation on site anyway. We had a system in here 20 years ago, which was a palletised system. So going down the automated route was the obvious way to go. Whitehouse, to be honest with you, it's a lovely little machine. I mean, it's tiny. The speed at which it machines components is unbelievable. So we got the first sell in just before COVID, literally just before COVID, and demand went up fivefold. So on some components we were making 3,000-4,000 parts a month. It went up on that particular part to, I think it was about 19,000 parts. So we were pushed in at the deep end, and Whitehouse came through, so it was really good timing.
And then this is the Brother Speedio solution that you told us was your first investment with Whitehouse Machine Tools. Your gentleman here is loading this up. I mean, what is it, a vision system that identifies where these parts are? Is that how it works?
Well, what we do is we load up the components on the conveyor. We went for the extended conveyor, so we can actually fit more parts on there. And then a camera basically checks where the parts are. They can be 5-10 mil out, it doesn't matter, orientation. And the grippers will come down, pick the part up and load it into one of the machines.
Okay, so this is feeding both machines essentially,
Correct.
is it?
Yeah.
So on this application, are you doing the same application on both machines?
Yeah, single operation on both machines. The mating part that we actually machine with this medical is op 10, op 20.
And what was the need for this machine in the first place then, Joe? Why did you go down this path? Because this was about 18 months ago.
It was 18 months ago, and we looked at the Brother machines, must be 3-4 years ago, back in 2018. At the time, we had other machines making this work, day in, day out, fixtures and so forth. In the end, it was like a toe in the water. You know, let's buy two and see what happens. And that literally happened 2 or 3 months before COVID hit. And not being funny, without these machines, we'd be in trouble.
Because of the medical
demand.
The medical demand. I mean, the machines, because they're so fast, they do need feeding. I mean, you do need a lot of work, don't you?
Yeah,
because
you
they
do.
can turn it around so quickly.
Yeah, I mean, the speed of the actual tool change, it literally just punches the tools out. And when we first got them, we just spent our time looking at the actual cycle. It was so fast, the chip removal, the robot, the fact that it was unmanned and you could run it 24 hours a day was just the icing on the cake.
Because we haven't actually spoke about the inside of the machine. I mean, it's a 5-axis, isn't it, essentially? But you can also turn as well.
You can. We've not done that yet, but there are parts here that when the aerospace does pick back up again, we will put it on this machine.
I mean, have you ever seen another solution in the market where you've got two machines with a feeding system in such a small footprint?
I know there's other machines out there. We haven't gone out looking. We know of other manufacturers that also supply us. The key here is the turnkey that came from Whitehouse. Again, we gave them 3 or 4 products and said, right, how do you make that? Fresh pair of eyes. And they came back with a solution. It's such a small footprint, hence the reason during this reorganisation in the last 18 months, we're going to end up with something like 30% spare room.
In amongst all this investment as well, though, Joe, you've had some real success in the business and plaudits as well from your customers, haven't you? Can you tell us about the award that you won?
We've just recently been awarded from BD, which is a global medical company, one of our customers, for risk mitigation. They have tens of thousands of suppliers worldwide, and because the demand went up fivefold and we responded to that, basically making components that went into ICUs and hospitals, not just the NHS but worldwide, we managed to keep up demand. kept the pumps flowing, kept them into the hospitals during COVID.
And now that sits proudly on your desk.
And they recognised us for us, and it was fantastic.
We're going to come back in here in a few weeks' time.
Yeah.
There's going to be continual change, isn't there? What does the future hold for you going forward here, Joe?
More automation for sure. I mean, we've now got 4 brother machines and 2 ABB Feedios. I think there's going to be more focus on full automation on the shop floor. Complete package for manufacturing.